Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is AYILARA. I'm so excited to have you here with me again today. And we're broadcasting not from the home studio, but from somewhere in Nigeria. And today, we will be waking ourselves up by asking ourselves the pertinent question of the messiahs we created for ourselves. Where are they now when we need them the most? I really love you to go ahead and share this with as many people as possible, even though it's not being professionally broadcasted, but it is manageable. Invite one or two people and let them join us today. The question is the messiahs that we created for ourselves, where are they now when we need them the most? Those people we reverse so much, those people we defend with all our lives, those people we use our money to raise up, to buy private jet for, to send abroad, to load on ourselves. Where are they now when we need them the most? Because it's going to be uh, very, very unfair and unjust on ourselves to think that we can just put investment in a non-profitable soil. And this is the reason why I'm making this particular video to tell each and every one of us today that it's high time we begin to think provocatively, to do things that are profitable, not only for ourselves, but for our generations on back. I'm going to narrate a little story to you or for you so we can start from there. In 2018, I was still very passionate a little bit about Christianity, so to say. And it so happened that folks in diaspora would send me some little change to make banners, posters, and all that, put it across the streets of Lagos. We were campaigning against pseudo Christianity there. And I usually do this midnight. So it was my birthday on December 3rd. And I said, why not? I took a Lexus Jeep and I took my gate man. His name is Thomas. We were driving between the axis of Badore in Naija to Yatu Aja and around the Ado Road, for those who know these places. We were cornered by this strange looking bus with one full headlight, and it was running at us in zigzag formation. So I was already thinking maybe this is armed robbers. I was looking for a way to maneuver myself out of it before Thomas told me to stop because the road is too narrow and I had to stop. There are other cars coming behind us. And these people cornered us, and the first thing they did was just shouting, kill him, kill him, kill him. I was wondering, okay, this is not robbers. These are not robbers, rather. And they came out in their usual black uniform, vest. They went to the passenger side, dragged down Thomas, which is my gate man, and they were banging the door for me to open my own side. And when I couldn't open because at that time I was already fidgeting and shaking profusely, I was scared. That was strange. Um, they have it opened and dragged me down. My slippers was gone. I was in a pajamas, shirt, trousers, and a cardigan. What we're going for is not something official. It's midnight already, past 12, and that's our neighborhood. And I was on the floor before I knew it. They started shouting, kill him, may we go, may we go." And one of them was saying, "Where we go carry the car go? That where are we taking the car to?" Now I began to process that in my mind. Their aim is not to search anything. Their aim is to steal that Lexus Jeep with me. And this Jeep doesn't belong to me. I borrowed it from someone. And while I was shouting, telling them, please don't kill me, please, I was shaking profusely. I was on the floor. I had no arms and ammunition with me. I was innocent. I don't know what they are stopping me for. And at last I realized that one of them cocked his gun. And the last statement from my mouth, I thought I was going to die, is to just speak in my dialect, which is Yoruba, to say, "Ejo ẹ má pa mí." And it happens that the one who wanted to cock the gun was the only Yoruba amongst them. And he said, it's my brother, leave him alone, leave him alone. And the rest who are Hausas were saying that, wait till you they talk and all that. It was a very crazy moment. At that time, the saving grace was that other passerbys, other motorists, put their headlight on us and they were honking profusely. And it was like a theater ground. And this is unfair. And they said, may we go. That they look us, they watch us, may we go. And they left us alone. By the time I got into the car, part of my body were bruised. By the time I retrieved Thomas from the floor, he was badly beaten. And we went home. We couldn't say a word to each other because this is a traumatic experience. I was shaking. The following day, the following day, I went to the police station. Excuse me, please. Ire, I'm busy. Not at home. Sorry about that. So I went to the police station to go and report the incident. And it was to my surprise that the one who cocked his gun was the first person I met there. There was no need. So I moved away. I moved away. And since then, I've been having this traumatic experience whenever I see a policeman on the way. You must understand that what is happening in Nigeria right now is the cry for help, for our lives to be spared, even in our own nation. And I noticed one thing. Whenever I go to the north, when Crystal Love Foundation take me to the northern part of Nigeria, I notice a strategic way they shuffle our enforcement. Majority of the checkpoints in the north are manned by men of the armed military force of our security. And you realize that most of them are either Igbo or Yoruba people. And they are well curtailed, well mannered. The situation of stop and search unnecessarily and waylaying of people or delaying people doesn't arise so much there. But they bring their own almajiris, nonsensical, without brain kind of human being down to the southern part of them. And they maltreat us. And you must understand one thing about the average Fulani guy or Hausa guy. He thinks that Nigeria belongs to him. And if there is anything flashy, anything awesome, anything that is an opportunity, and he is not the one having it, he feels that he has the right to kill you and take it away from you. Why? Because the mentality is that they own this nation. You must understand that it is not something that is a political stuff. It is a family background training. That is how they formatted their brain. It is a background kind of, it's a systematic, a family orientation. Now, they bring their own boys, their men, down to the south. They take our boys to the north. And because those ones are away from home, they behave themselves. And because these ones that were taken from the north to the south, feels that they own Nigeria and the Nigerians in it, they maltreat us. Check most of these men who waylay you, who ransack you, who kill you without thinking twice, and you will trace their history back to being a northerner. It is an agenda, in case you don't know. I was in Abuja over the weekend and I was talking to a certain person who is in a force. And the person was telling me there was a particular head of the SARS division in Abuja there, who his habit is to kill 10 boys in a day. They are guilty or not, it has to be killed. These 10 boys not need to be killed by slaughtering. The ones they will shoot are different, but the ones he will slaughter are different. Then he will touch their blood. So when it became too much, they have to redeploy him. Now they didn't sack him. They did not sack this particular person. They redeployed him, and they were contemplating that it's possible that this particular blood-sucking demon in the Nigerian police force, who is heading a division of SARS, is the one they posted to the north, who is killing Ahmed. This person talking to me is a member of military base. He said whenever they stop him and he's taking too much, like two minutes, he's cocking his gun and he want to kill them. Now, there's a lot of revelation you need to understand in this movement. You already know by now that I'm not driven by emotion or sentiment or nepotism. I take my time to do my due diligence before I come online to come and do my analysis. Now, it is not far-fetched from the truth when we at the South here are clamoring for them to end this SARS, that they at the North are saying they support SARS. Remember that we are the benevolent ones. Remember that we are the one who is craving for family at all cost. We are the one who want Nigeria to be one at all cost, because we feel like an orphan in our own nation, because we don't have quality and good leadership. In the South here, when Chibok girls were abducted, all of us in the South here started the movement with them. When Boko Haram started creating menus in the Borno Northeast, we were together shouting, there must be an end to it. Till today, we are still shouting. Some of the gullibles who are Christians even go to redemption camp to go and pray against Boko Haram. Boko Haram is not here with us. It is there in the north, but we fought together as one nation and we are still giving our voice. But now, when it comes to people who are killing us, then you must know that the terrorism is not something that is external. Terrorism is part of the legalized first institution in Nigeria. Now, if they don't kill you outrightly through a planned chaos, they kill you one by one through legal means. And they take away your younger ones, the youth that should be the replacement in the future. They can profile you already, because if you have a dreadlock, you are sentenced to death by SARS. If you have a tight-fitted jeans, you are sentenced to death. If you put on native, it is death sentence. If you put on English, it is death sentence. If you work in Shell, death sentence. If you work as a doctor, death sentence. If you are a housewife, death sentence. If you are a young girl, death. If you carry cooler, death. If you carry food, death. If you have phone, death. If you have laptop, death. If you go to work, death. If you also from home, death. Anything you do, as long as you are a southerner, it is death sentence for you in the hand of this police force. As long as you are a southerner. Do you even know that those who do firewall, smuggling, if the custom officer arrests them and they happens to be northerners, Kosoro, they release them immediately. But if they are southerners, they will start saying there's embargo on your goods. It is statutory. If a southerner do firewall or do smuggling, leave them, let them go. If northerner rather do that, if southerner do it, you have to pin them down. And it seems as if the nation is working for some set of people and not us. No wonder in the recent recruitment into DSS, the chief of DSS gave 533 slots to the northerners and shared 93 slots within all the southerners that we have. So by the time those ones are growing in ranks, the southerners are still going to be minute, even if they attain the level of leadership. However, there is possibility they will never get to the place of leadership, because even if this one do not come for training, they are being promoted without stress. And I said, added to end SARS is end one Nigeria also. We need to take advantage of what the nature and universe has given us as a gift, even though we do not deserve it as a nation. to make our demand known and set Nigeria's free once and for all. I'll take you back in memory lane today. Back in the year 2005, there was a killing of some set of five Igbo children. I think five of them boys, one of them girl. It is called Apo killing. Apo killing. I have that picture on my phone here, but I can't show you because of the reflection. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this history that the institution of SARS and the orchestrated of killing of younger ones from the south, it is not, SARS is not killing people from the north. Are you with me? This SARS killing is not happening in the north. This SARS was created as a way to eliminate the young ones from the south through a legal means. Now hear me. A certain Ifunaya went to greet a fiancé, husband to be in the north, in Abuja. And so they entered this Peugeot 406 and went to the club. Right there in the club, a certain man who is called Danjuma Ibrahim approached this lady for whatever reason he deemed fit. I like you. This girl is already with a man. And the lady said, I came with my lover. I can't date you. I don't like you. And this man felt cheated or felt insulted. So he went to the nearest checkpoint that he knows that these boys will pass through. He went there and reported that there is a robbery coming on. Now he stood there with them. When these boys and this girl were coming from the club, he ordered that they be shot at close range because they are thieves. The few of them, two of them that managed to escape, they were strangled to death and they were buried. This particular person was still a DCP at that time. It's called DCP Danjuma Ibrahim. When Obasanjo regime created a platform, or let me say a forum, investigative forum to investigate the incidents, the people that were indicted confessed that it was DCP Danjuma Ibrahim that ordered the killing of these men, of these boys. Now, these people were claiming that they were armed robbers. You don't shoot armed robbers at close range. So they ordered that they be exhumed. They exhumed them and observe the shooting, and they realized that these children were shot at close range. Near them, kill them, eliminate them. How dare you, an Igbo man, come to Abuja with your babe, and I say I want to sleep with her, and she's telling me she cannot sleep with me as an Hausa man? How dare you have a right in the nation? How dare you, a Yoruba man, make headway in the north or even in your own southwest? How dare you? You don't have a right. That is the mentality of an average Hausa man, especially the one with little power. Now, I want to let you know that if an Hausa boy who is a scavenger, who have no house or anything, sees you in a beautiful car, especially if you are a lady, he won't take the car from you. He will rather come to you, shoot you with gun, shoot you with gun, or stab you with knife, and leave the car and your dead body there. He won't take the car and he will take your life. Because how dare you, as a southerner, make headway in Nigeria that belongs to the northerner? By their standard and the orientation given to them, we are not supposed to be anybody in this nation. And so NSAS is not a protest against police force. NSAS is against the using the instrument of police force to terminate and orchestrate extrajudicial killings of the future of the Southerners, either Igbo or Yorubas. So you must know what you are standing for. Now they confess that DCP Danjuma ordered that killing. It was suspended for investigation for some years. Do you know that as I'm talking to you right now, DCP Danjuma is now the Assistant Inspector General of Police in this nation? He was returned back. He was promoted he was given double promotion. Every single penny they owe him from 2005, he was given back. He is now full-fledged AIG in this nation, the man who ordered the killing of the innocents in our nation. So you begin to wonder, where is justice? And so when they said they disbanded SARS, I raised an alarm. I said, are you going to give us SARS in a new brand? And I wasn't wrong. So they brought SWAT now. For you to know, these people are desperate and they are daft. They are as daft as desperate itself. They want to kill you at all costs. They want to ensure that you don't survive. They cannot afford to give you a breathing space. They don't want you to grow. So when they disband one, they rebranded it just to make sure that you don't have a breathing space. Their aim is to kill you. So they send their boys from the north to the south under the guise of one anti this, anti that, special this, and special that. Unfortunately, where are your leaders, the messiahs you created for yourself today? Where are those men that you look up to as your Lord and Savior? Where are the ones that, look here, I have a video here with me. And the video is so gory. I'm going to play it. You will hear the voice, but you might not see the audio. You will hear the voice. You might not see the video very well. This is a video. Sorry, we're going back again. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make everything work as much as possible. Now, this is a video of the young boy at the protest ground in Ogbomoso that was recently killed. I have this video with me here. Now, this boy was young, was recently killed, and the father was crying. The father was crying. If you hear what he's saying, what they are saying, they are trying to pet the man. Now, if you understand what he's saying, they are begging the man to take it easy. Those are people who came to sing him, to pay condolence visit to this man whose son was killed, not before the protest, but during the protest, by the same men that we were saying we no go grief for. And you know what is most disappointing about this thing? This thing happened in Ogbomoso. Governor Seyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State, left his throne, let me call it throne, and went to pay condolence visit. And of the two things he could do in Ogbomoso yesterday, he awarded 100 million naira to renovate the palace of Shonwu Ogbomoso. Now, I'm not saying preserving historical evidences is not good. But at the time when someone just lost their loved one, you gave 100 million naira to renovate something that has no life. And you gave 1 million naira to someone who just lost his life. Now I ask you, the messiahs you created for yourself, because you guys will not let, where are they now? Where are they now? Governor Wike of River State threatened people that they must not come out. Now, when people begin to when people decided to call his bluff, he had no choice but to join them. Now, this protest has shown all of us that they have to listen to us when we stand together. Those other messiahs you created for yourself, where are they today? I saw a video earlier of a certain man who was speaking in Yoruba. He was calling out all these Fuji artists. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. He was calling them that, where are they in this protest? Let's hear.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n, sáwọn hip hop nìkan ló wà Nàìjíríà tó ń fight fún right aráàlú ni. Ibo làwọn olóṣì onífújì yín wà? Bí àwọn Wàsíù Àyìndé, bí àwọn Pasuma àtàwọn agbèrò yẹn. Nítorí àwọn náà ń lo SARS jù, òun lẹ́ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lè rí wọn kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Olórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn. Gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ kó àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n lọ sí US London. Àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ń ṣayé ńgbà tí SARS ò rí wọn mú. Bọ̀tọ́ náà máa mú gbogbo yín kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹlẹ́dàá Nàìjíríà jẹ gbogbo yín yà. Ẹlẹ́dàá Nàìjíríà jẹ gbogbo yín yà. Kí ló dé? Ajẹ́bí màdàrú ni gbogbo yín. àwọn ọmọ yìí náà dẹ̀ ló náwó fún yín, àwọn náà sọ yín dèèyàn. Wá lè protest pẹ̀lú wọn. Davido gbogbo wọn ló jáde, ẹ̀yin ò jáde nítorí olóṣì nìyí, olórí burúkú ni gbogbo yín. Mi ò dẹ̀ bá yín rú àwọn tó náwó fún yín ni àwọn la.
Now, that's a man who is actually venting his anger. I'm sure he's in diaspora. He was plainly asking all these Fuji artists, all these local artists that you guys made to be someone in life, people who had no education at all, people who by standard of, let's say, going to school is what make a man rich, they should not even be anywhere in life today, who live by the spending of people who are being killed. Where are they today as a voice? Those your messiahs you created, the gods you made for yourself in human being, where are they today when you needed to end SARS? He was talking about Pasuma Alabi. He was talking about, what's the name? Was talking about Saheed Oshupa, the rest of them. But I want to pick on a certain guy called MC Oluomo. MC Oluomo, the chairman of NURTW, especially in Lagos here, gave strict instruction to his Agbero boys not to join hand in this protest. Not because he's scared of the way they could escalate the thing and turn it to something else, but because strictly from the instruction of Bola Tinubu. Where is Bola Tinubu? They wanted the students, the young ones, they felt that the heat of the street will make so many people become discouraged on time. And so they said, okay, let them go and do it by themselves. As a matter of fact, as of today, these Agbero were infiltrating the young ones, the youth, who knows what they are doing, wanted to beat them, steal their phone, but those ones, the power number worked against them. Now, MC Oluomo, who was single-handedly made by Bola Tinubu, is keeping quiet all of a sudden during this protest. Bola Tinubu himself is saying nothing. They went mute. They went suddenly mute. Why are they like that? Bola Tinubu is the one who is curtailing all of this. If Governor Sanwo-Olu was not even right now accountable to the people, all this Ojuaye that he came to do, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't come to do it. The other man who is his deputy was saying, why should we block the road? Why shouldn't they block the road? I really appreciate a young lady who stood up to him the other time saying that when you were having your birthday, you blocked the road. The old Lagos felt it. Now we're talking about sustaining our lives and living, begging for our own life practically in our own nation, that people should not kill us. You are saying we shouldn't block the road. How will the general populace feel it? And also join us when we don't block the road. For you to know that according to the standard and the projection of Tinubu, this thing is not with you in it. Now, why? He needed the support of the Fulanis for him to gun the ticket of 2023. He wanted badly to become the president. If you are going to be president in 2023 and they have killed all the people in the nation, the young one you are going to rule over, who are you going to be president of? Suddenly, his voice went mute. The same thing he did. All this time they are agitating for Odua Republic. He refused to say anything. Even restructuring, he did not put mouth. And now we are talking about NSAS in the state that you say you single-handedly made by your own effort, and you are saying nothing. You are playing deaf and dumb in this current situation of these people. And all these young people that you have under your knee, you make sure that they say nothing and you're not join the protest. That one that said is Mayegun called Wasiu Masha, that was recently crowned by the Alaafin of Oyo. What kind of aye is he Megun? Do you know the meaning of Mayegun? The one who ensures there is peace and harmony in the world. That's the recent chieftaincy title he just badged. But because it's an APC dog, it will not come here and speak about this thing. Those are the Messiah you made for yourself. You created them, those people as God with your money. Now you needed them so badly and they are not coming out for you. They are not coming forth for you. Now we have a list of several other names of young ones who have been killed so far by these men. And I wanted to take a look at what is similar regarding all these names, majority of all these names. I'm going to be reading it. Emmanuel Egbo, Modebayo Awoshika, God-Gift Ferguson, Chinedu Ane, Tony Oruama, Linda Egwetu, Ari Ataria, Tina Ezekwe, Daniel Adewuye, Peter Ofunrun, Chukwuemeka Matthew, Precious Odua, Chibuke Anama, Johnson Nnameka, Christian Onuigbo, Stephen Agbonyi, Chika Ibeku, Chidi Odinawa, Gabriel Ejo, Azuamaka Madegu, Johnson Kolade, Femi Bello, Tiamiu Kazim, Chioma Chima Ikuado, Ifeoma Abugu, Anita Akapsin, Richard Gora, Chijoke Ifonaya, Slick, Ringy. Are you seeing any Hausa name there? These are young people so far who have been killed by SARS. This is not the comprehensive list of men, of young ones who have been killed by SARS. So I'm going to tell you today, think twice. Now, SARS is not targeted at protecting anybody. It is targeted at killing the young ones from the South. I've read the name so far, the compiled name so far, not the extensive list of people, the compiled name so far of people who have been killed by SARS. You will hardly find a Hausa man here. These are the people, young ones, vibrant young ones. Look at them. I have all their names. I wish we are using OBS broadcasting this thing. These young ones killed. Their light was taken away. They were terminated through extrajudicial killing. You will not see a Hausa man here. Emmanuel Egbo is not Hausa. He was killed. God Gift Ferguson is not Hausa, killed. Tony Oruama, killed, not Hausa. Harry Atala is killed, not Hausa. Daniel Adewi Teller, killed, not Hausa. Modebayo Awoshika, killed, not Hausa. Chinedu Ane, killed, not Hausa. Linda Igwetu, killed. Very young, beautiful lady. This little girl also, she's hardly up to 17. Tina Ezekwe, killed just recently. Peter Oforum, killed. We have Chukwuemeka Matthew, killed. Chibuke Anams, killed. Christian Onuigbo, killed. Chika Ibeku, killed. Gabriel Owoicho, killed. Precious Odus, killed. Johnson Nameka, killed. Stephen Agbonyi, killed. Chidi Odiawa, killed. Azuma Victor, killed. Ringy, killed. These people are not Hausas. Johnson Kolade, killed. Tiamiu Kazim, killed. It's even a footballer. Chima Ekunado, killed. Ifeoma Abugu, this one was even taken to the police station, raped to death in the police station, raped to death. If they arrest you and you resist arrest, they will kill you. If you don't resist arrest, they will kill you. If you stay at home to work from home, they will kill you. If you go on the street, they will kill you. As long as you are a southerner, you are worthy to be killed by these men. Slick is an artist in PH, killed. Femi Bello, killed. List goes on. You won't find a Hausa man here. You won't find Hausa young people here. You won't find Arewa here. You won't find Fulanis here. So I tell you, who are the SARS? So you are telling me that you are now rebranding from SARS to what? To SWAT. Who are the men that will be managing these SWAT SARS? How trained are they going to be? How trained are they going to be? I'm going to show you a certain picture now. A certain man, one doctor, this one is even a doctor, sent me this picture today. I don't know if you can see very well. This one is a doctor. The man sent me this today. I'm really struggling to hold this thing. Sent me this today on my WhatsApp line. His head is bruised. And let's see the message that comes with it. He said, this is what happened to me last year, August. Just last year, August. Federal SARS officer, 2 of them collected my car. Are they thieves now? That is to show you that whatever they cannot have, you don't decide to have it. And after a few days, they were caught. SARS officers were caught. Are they thieves? My car was retrieved. Thank God. And no justice was done right. I was told they are still serving as police officers. Now, this man is a doctor. So for you to know that the war for SARS, the mandate of SARS is not against the Yahoo boys or criminals. The Yahoo boys and criminals are being taken care of by EFCC. EFCC use forensic investigation to track these people. If you had not been convicted, if there is no proof of you being fraudulent, you cannot be You cannot be taken or arrested. There is a need for Nigerians to start asking for warrant of searching, warrant of arrest before they give themselves to this man. These people have this mentality that we own you. If this is the way FBI did the case of Hush Puppy, it would have been messed up. USA will be paying huge amount of compensation to him right now. And when as owning laptop, owning phones become a crime, most of these phones were project of primary 6 students of China. Were things that project of children who are not even in high school in China. How does having a phone in 21st century in Africa, in Nigeria, who is called China, not Africa, warrant you to be killed? How precious is a phone and mobile laptop to a man's life? Kilo fancy. What is so fanciful about owning a phone that should warrant someone being killed? What should even be the justification of killing someone because they have dreadlock on? How do you even look at a person and profile them as criminal? A lady was sharing a gory detail of how she was on a bike and she was with a cooler of rice. They stopped her. They searched the rice. They searched the cooler. And they said they arrested the cooler, that she's taking it to her boyfriend. How does taking food to your boyfriend even a crime? A younger sister of a friend of mine who was said to be doing internship in Osun State, said she was in a bathroom. She was in a bathroom when they barged into her room, met one of her friends who was well dressed. Because she had to rush out with towel on her body, they said they came to arrest one Yahoo boy in the compound, and they must know the whereabouts of that. We just moved here, Oga. And for the sake that she was just putting on wrapper, which is a towel, they said it cannot be you, that this one must be the girlfriend of. But how do you even do such a thing? How do you even profile people with unfounded claims, bogus claims, and you arrest girls, you arrest mothers? Now I'm gonna play you a video. This one is a video of a certain woman who was complaining. Sorry. She was complaining about how they came to arrest her. I copied this on the internet. Hear this.
They just barge into my room, use cutlass to break my door, break everything in my room. They don't even allow me to wear anything. They're just pressing my nyash. You now only you get this one. Now only you get this one. What does that mean? Every right now I'm pregnant. With pregnancy, they beat me like that. They press my neck.
Sorry, I'm going to play it again.
They just barge into my room, use cutlass to break my door, break everything in my room. They don't even allow me to wear anything. They're just pressing my nyash. You now only you get this one. Now only you get this one. What does that mean? Every right now I'm pregnant. With pregnancy, they beat me like that. They press my neck. They press my breast. I don't see anything weird. You be ashawo, but I don't be ashawo. I dey do business. I dey sell woman bag, ladies bag for Orile. Orile, that is where I sell. When I come back around 9 o'clock, 9:30, I bath, I shower. I go to my bed to sleep. They just barge into my room, use cutlass, break my door, break everything in my room. They don't even allow me to wear anything. They're just pressing my nyash. You now only you get this one. Now only you get this one. What does that mean? What did that want me? Because I don't go school. There's a person when you go school, not be fight for right again. What's happening now?
Who press your nyash?
All those sats where if they come, I go talk for their front. They won't give me, they give me. Now one person come, they die. I have a son. Do you understand? I have a son. Even right now, I'm pregnant. With pregnancy, they beat me like that. They press my neck, they press my breast. I don't see anything weird. I just managed to take this wrapper to tie. They come put us for so as if we are criminal. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a prostitute. My name is Mercy.
What do you do?
I'm a businesswoman. What do you say? I sell ladies bag.
What were you doing when?
Can you imagine the deterioration? As if when they disband SARS, it's not the same personnel that will be recruited. Or will they come and show us? those men that dress like armed robbers? Would they come and show us that, okay, this one was not? And I learned from intelligence that you need to also be an ex-convict for you to be part of this team. Now, to them, the rationale is that if you're an ex-convict, you will know how convicts behave. However, you don't give a man gun without rehabilitating him. How is his mental health? Have you evaluated his psychology? What are the traumas that he's going through? And you realize that all these things is targeted at just to eliminate the young folks in the South. I'm not trying to be tribalistic. These are investigations I have made. Now, I heard that they are trying to even shut down the internet. For what? What are they scared for? All these TV stations that you use your money to make today, are they carrying the news on time? And are they carrying the accurate news? We saw what happened in Ogbomoso. TVC is reporting that there was no life lost in Ogbomoso. How is it that the governor of the same state went to pay condolence visit to a parent who lost, and you are carrying, and what is wrong? And recently, the movement went as a viral movement. There was no leader appointed for that movement. No leader at all. Because if there was a leader, it would be easy to bribe them. However, some people gather themselves together to go and negotiate with the capitalists in our nation. And I was trying to talk to Sega Link the other time. I don't even know the guy very well, but I just read from him. I was trying to tell him that you cannot be angry that Wizkid is answering to the Zoom call where Tony Elumelu is found. Who is Wizkid to start with? Wizkid is a brand ambassador of UBA. Can I say that again? Wizkid is a brand ambassador of UBA, and Tony Elumelu have a special soft spot for Wizkid. Now, how do you even ignore the call of the one who made you? If Wizkid really want to protest, why is he not in Nigeria to protest? Why go to UK? Because nobody kills you in UK. And we should give kudos to those who stood their ground in Nigeria, having the opportunity and the chance to go outside where it is safe to protest. Someone like David and the rest of them, Fowles, Runtown, mammoth of them. Are you with me? Are you getting this analysis? Those people who have the choice to move out of Nigeria to go and protest in a place that is safer. These are the Messiah you created for yourself. Are they coming to your rescue when you needed them the most? I was in a flight with a certain Fulani lady, very pretty young lady that is fair in complexion. You will know them when you see them. We came from Abuja to Lagos. On Sunday, when I joined the protest in Alausa, I saw this lady there. What's up? What are you doing there? She said she needed to flee Abuja to Lagos because Lagos is safer to protest than Abuja. People are going to a safer place to go and protest because they don't want to lose their life. But some people decided to move from Lagos to Abuja to go and do the same thing some people are running from Abuja to Lagos for. Some move out of Nigeria to Canada, to USA, to UK to go and protest. Now, when they call Wizkid to a meeting where Tony Elumelu is found, whereas Wizkid is a brand ambassador of UBA, what do you think will happen? It will have to bow to the finger that fits him. So he doesn't have a voice in this movement. You cannot count on someone like Debola Lagos. I don't know how old the guy is, but I see him going international to go and make so many speeches, and I doubt that he has ever made a speech in favor of Oduduwa Republic or dissolution of one Nigeria. Why? Because the capitalists are funding him. You cannot see Dangote and have Debola Lagos in a meeting, and you think Debola Lagos is going to be fighting for the right of the masses. You need to know that some people are trying to hijack the movement. For now, according to what Shore said, the movement doesn't need a leader. And as a matter of fact, the leader might not even be those who are on the forefront. Are you with me? So you must understand the reason why some people are on the Zoom meeting. And whatever they do on the Zoom meeting does not represent the movement, what is happening right now. Those people who have SARS who are guiding them. They have mobile police. They have their private security guiding them. We are talking about people who are nobody but can be treated as somebody at the end of the day at the forefront. From the challenges I learned that Aisha Yusufu just underwent whatever the English means, a major surgery. She was just coming back when she plunged into the protest ground, and she stood her ground. No security, no special preference. We are not making a leader. We are not trying to put a heroine or a hero on people. We are trying to say you must know who you listen to. There must not be distraction. If this movement had one single leader, they would have bought up the leader with intimidating money and offer, and the movement would have died out. The success of the leader so far, the success of the movement so far is because there is no leader. They don't know who to bribe. They don't know who to call. They don't know who to shut down. And people are really making money from the movement, but let them make money. They will be forced to purge the money out when the masses do not obey them. Because if you are giving money to shut people up and people are not listening to you, you pay back what you get. These messiahs you created for yourself, where are they now when you needed them the most? Now let's go to the religious settings. Have you heard anything from Oyedepo? Have you? All those your top pastor, have you heard anything from David Ibiyome? If it is to waylay a journalist, you will hear his voice. If it is about karma, if anything has to do with touching their church boss and their luxury life, you will hear their voice. They will be trending anyhow. Now, I don't know how you want to pastor a nation without people. How do you successfully pastor a nation when they have killed all the people in it? Way before the protest started, Adeboye was talking about restructuring. He has not definitely put his weight behind these answers. There are men like Sam Adeyemi who were speaking loudly, whose voice can be heard miles and million miles away because they know what they want. These are people who really want the nation to go forward. All those ones you call your fathers in the Lord, all those ones you call your spiritual fathers, where are they now when you needed them the most? Those beside those gods, those men you created as gods for yourself, where are they now when you needed them the most? Where are they? If COVID did not teach you something, this should teach you something. And if you learn nothing from this, then you are not fit to be human being at all. If you have learned nothing from this, you are not fit to be. They want to claim father of nation, but a nation that is not even existing cannot be fathered. These are Yoruba spokespersons. These are elder statesmen in Yoruba nation, and they are saying nothing. These are people in rivers. These are elderly men that people, they control millions of people. They control millions of people. They could easily give their voice to millions of people. Nobody will be arrested for treason here. Nobody will be arrested for felon here. This is a state of revolution. This is what people want. I saw a lot of videos of young people who went to church to go and protest and say, why are you not making answers the topic of today, which is Sunday? They say, let us pray for them. Maybe they are demonic. Some of them were dragged out of churches. Now you will still go to those churches and put in your tithe and offering when they do not care about your life. So pastor will easily give you a sticker and tell you to paste it in your house or on your car and say, keep off, the God of my daddy Gio is in charge. And they will go and hire the same SARS. Your pastor will move around with the same SARS and mobile police to guide them. This is the reason why they cannot counter these men. Because the men that kills you, the masses, are the one that gives protection to your pastors. The men that kills you, the masses, the very agency that eliminates you, the masses, the very agent that kill you by extrajudicial means, are the same agent that are providing security and shield for your pastors and their children. Why will MC Oluomo even speak about this when all his children are either in UK, US, or whatever? What does Tinubu have to lose with this? It doesn't. His children move around as political exposed person, and they are deeming fit to be secured by your own taxpayers' money. why should Adeboye speak against this? All the children are pastors after his own order, and they walk around with security. The same SARS that kills you, protect them. Oyedepo have no business with you, the masses. This is for you to know. These men have no touch with your reality. These men have absolutely no touch with your reality. They don't feel the pain you feel. They are not existing for your own interest. It is about your pocket. If any policy or anything is not affecting directly their church, which is their business enterprise, they have no business with you, the masses. It is when it begins to touch their churches that they begin to shout the book of Malachi, book of this, the book of that. And their unreasonable and impotent curses will be flying out of their mouth. Wah, anyhow. Adeboye said, if you touch my wife, I will kill you. But they are touching the lives of millions of Nigerian youth in Southwest, and it's not killing anybody. It will not lay a cause of threat because they are killing you, the masses. But when it comes to his own wife, he will say he will kill you. Are you getting what? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? These men are sold out. These men are sold out. When you check their church's account, you will find the traces of government financing them. And so they cannot go outrightly against the government. When you check how they maintain their private jet, you will realize that government visibly sponsor these men, those your fathers in the Lord. When you look very well at that, about how they finance their lifestyle, you'll see that the senators are behind them. And when your money is missing in this nation, check the planes, the private jet of these pastors. When there are arms and ammunition spreading across the streets of Nigeria, check the airplane and the private jet of these your pastors. The same pastors who are telling you that God is with you are the same one who are working with politicians to make sure that you are killed. So when Majek Thatcher said religion is politics, we think he doesn't know what he's saying. As a matter of fact, religion is what gave birth to politics. Except on the rare occasion, you are bound by law not to speak against government if you are into religion. You are bound by law not to ever speak against the government. Somebody is saying here that the Nigerian youth should join together to get rid of. I couldn't see that very well because I'm using now. To get rid of this gerontocracy government of Buhari in 2023 and elect a very young man to be the next president of Nigeria. We are tired of all these old thieves. It's also the person saying that I remember when I was in the university in Moscow, the Nigerian government used to pay us $100 yearly, but the northern students were being paid 2,000 quarterly. Can you imagine? By their state government, as we were led to believe. Can you imagine? So from the onset, you as a southerner in Nigeria, you are disadvantaged in this nation. Of all the names I read out, do you see a northerner there? Do you see any Arewa youth there? No, it is you, the southerner, that have been killed. And it's easy for them to say they support SARS because SARS is a legal arm of their menace. The way they can legally exterminate the young people in the South. In the South. Please put in your comment, people. Let me read it and let's make it as interactive as possible. Somebody saying Nigeria is at the tipping point. The die is cast. End Nigeria now. It's perfect opportunity for us to end it all. To end it all. You must know and live with this particular mentality as a Nigerian youth that Buhari is not your daddy. Buhari is not your father. He is your staff. He's being paid by taxpayers' money and is responsible for the demand of the masses. All these government officials, they are not doing you a favor. They are working for you. They are meant to be accountable to you. You should dictate what they do and not what they do. These men are not doing you a favor. When they construct road for you, it is not time to give them a kudos. When they bring about new transportation system for you, it is not time for you to give them kudos. When they dig a borehole, it is not time for you to give them. In fact, when there is stable electricity in Nigeria, it is not, they are not worthy of the kudos. That is what you employ them for. How do you now begin to thank your employee for working for his pay? How? It is only in Nigeria that people will thank their employee for. It is only in Nigeria that people see politicians as messiahs. No, these people beg that, let me go and work for you. You said, okay, go and work for me. And they got there and you turned them into a demigod. You don't pay someone to do a job for you and you begin to now kneel down for them to get the job done. Or when they don't get it done, you don't call them to order and you don't fire them or even query them. It is only in Nigeria that we think that politicians are messiahs. They are not messiahs. They are your staff. They are your staff. We must come to that point. Ayokunle is saying the pastor and GO will not come out because they are comfortable with the present condition of Nigeria. So they are not interested in changing the status quo, which is true. Which is true. Someone said pastors are busy counting the cash. As a matter of fact, they are cashing out bigly on this. Someone said they are hero Aishat, Showore, Faust, Deji, and Co. Until they are compromised, though. You know, we have a very volatile nature in Nigeria. The moment they begin to give you rakadele, it's time for you to now begin to mess up. And these are the critical thinking analysis that we need to do. We must understand first what SARS is established to. SARS was established to eliminate youth of the southern nation, the southern part of this country. And no matter how you rebrand them, the agenda is the same. No matter how you rebrand them, the agenda is going to be the same. And we could go into the sentimentalism of saying, okay, they are not being well paid. Now, nobody forced you to join their force. I hope you know. I believe before you are recruited into police force or whatever, they must have told you this is what we can pay. And you must have accepted it that I will take this money and still do my duty. Now, the sentiment of how much you are paid is what is making you kill people is madness. Somebody should not open their mouth and just let word come out of it and say it's because they are not being well paid. That's why they have to kill people. My mother was a teacher before she retired. I don't think my mother earned up to 100,000 all through her service year. But that did not reduce the quality of education he gave to all her pupils. As a matter of fact, I've heard people who are older than me and said, when they didn't catch up in the general class, my mother will make sure they stay back in school and tutor them separately without collecting money for lesson from their parents. Now, when people begin to go into profession because they are passionate about it, money is not going to be their source of motivation. Are you with me? So that is a very dead argument on arrival. It is a dead argument on arrival. That because of how much you are paid is why you are killing people, stealing from people, stealing cars, carjacking people, stealing their phones, stealing their laptops. That's nonsense. It doesn't make sense. Only Nigeria thinks this way. If it is because of how much teachers are being paid, our children should be dull. If the money tutors are being paid should be the source of their motivation, our children should be dull. That's why we go to general hospital and we see nurses who are like Margaret Thatcher, who are witches and wizards. That's why we go to healthcare system institution where doctors literally kill their patients. Why? Because they are not passionate. No matter how much you give to a person who is not passionate about a certain profession, it will still resort to death. I was in Abuja the other day for Paul Israel's chemo treatment. And the mother was giving me narration of how this boy was misdiagnosed by the so-called doctors in Nigeria. For almost 1 year that this boy is going down with blood cancer, they were diagnosing him for typhoid and malaria. These are people who should not even be worthy of being called doctors. No matter how much you pay this man, the agenda is to kill you in the South, and that's what they are going to do. As a matter of fact, it will be a motivation to kill more. So you don't come here to give me argument and saying, okay, it's because of how much they are paid. That's why they are killing people. People should go into a profession they are passionate about. They are not motivated by money because of. Unfortunately, we go into a profession because people, an average Nigerian who want to go into police force sees that it's an easy way to even make money, build house and all that, because it can be lawless while protecting the law. An average Nigerian goes into the force of our institution because they, number one, somehow they want to make money. Number two, because they want to protect themselves, not because they want to protect people. Let me be the one who is in the force in our family. Let me be the one who is in the force in our village, so that when my people, when I am being harassed, I can tell people that esprit de corps. Is that not what they say? Esprit de corps. Solely because of esprit de corps, we not because you want to protect the interest of the masses. So I'm telling you, young ones, whichever one of you that could see this video, it is not time to back down. As a matter of fact, it is time to add more demands to the already made demand. It is time to lock down the nation. It is not working. We should not only end SARS, we should end SWAT before it starts. We should not only end SWAT, we should end VIO, inland VIO. Ambode took them out of our inland space. They are back in the inland space, constituting nuisance. Any little place you cannot press your throttle for 5 minutes, you will see a VIO parking you for no reason, constituting nuisance, asking you silly questions. They should be on the highway, not in the inland space. It is time to end NURTW. Majority of the hotels in Oshodi is owned by all these MC Oluomo, Koko Zaria, and host of them. You went to school for nothing. And if you think these people, you are not sponsoring these people, think about how you take your earned money to pay a downfall driver. A little distance covered, and you pay so much money. And why do you pay so much money? Because they need to pay tax. Any little point they get to, somebody is taking 50 naira here, 200 naira here, 100 naira here, 500 naira here, and all of that. Where is this money coming from? It's not being generated inside the downfall. It is generated by you, the one who is transporting. You, the one who are committers. And where is this money going to? It's going to one MC Oluomo, Koko Zaria, and the rest of them. And they live large at your expense. It is time to end the URTW. It is time to end Buhari himself, because the man is, what is he doing there? In the same climate, in a nation that works, he should have resigned by now. The IGP should have resigned. Buhari should have resigned. The entire executive should have resigned. We were dictating that EndSARS should be a reality. Loretta Onochie was saying that in her dreams, and she's a mother, the spokesperson of Buhari. And for the reward for that is for Buhari to now nominate him as INEC commissioner again during the time of EndSARS protest. How can you? Is this a nation? What kind of a country is this? What kind of a nation is this? And we are here thinking we are not making sense with life. Nigeria as one nation should also be ended. Let the Southerner go. Let the Northerner hold their self-entitlement. Niger Delta is there. That is practically the backbone of this old country, where they dig oil. That place is not fit to be lived by a human being. Sometimes they tell you they discover oil in the north. When they took your oil into their reservoir there, the amount of oil they dig in that place is not the amount of oil they even take out for refining. Can you, as a southerner, go and hold a gold mine in the north, but they have an oil block in the south here? Yet someone like Tinubu will not say anything. He wants to become president at all cost. I hope he knows that he has failed already. Because the people that stood by us when we need them the most are the people we are going to be standing by. And for all the celebrities that came out, we appreciate you. For those who are saying, okay, one Jeragu, no problem. You will come. You will still come. If you can exist without these people, I want to see. And it's going to be a foolish for any Nigerian to go back to the churches of the pastors who did not join this end-SARS protest or make it a big deal. It is going to be foolish for any Nigerian to go back to the church of any pastor who did not join this protest. I'm going to be rounding up here. Somebody say, well said, bro. The politicians and the men of God are the same, just like Bible God and Satan are one and the same. Thank you very much. So Nigeria is at the breaking point. Now we have crossed the Rubicon. This is a point of no return. If we return now, it will be a shame on all of us. It will be a waste of time, a waste of the lives of those who have been wasted. How can you say you want to come and calm the protester down and you are bringing life ammunition? In a sane nation, the world is looking at you. This is a jungle for the heaven's sake. This is a shithole country. You prove to people that it is a shithole country indeed. You bring live ammunition, you spray sporadically live bullet to the crowd. What are you thinking of? These people came without guns. They came without arms. And you want to, what happens to water? What happens to tear gas? What happens to plastic bullet? What happens to this shock? Please go ahead and share this with your friends and family and let them hear this truth. Maybe to help some of them when they go back to the protest ground. I paid my due. I was part of them on Sunday, and it's not about staying online and talking. It's not about staying online and blabbing. This is not the time for you to now become a keypad warrior. Be out there and be part of the movement. I had personal experience with these men. I shouldn't be alive right now if not that people stood by me. They will kill anything aside as long as you are possessing what they want. They will kill anything on sight as long as you possess what they want. And they will kill you and they will tell you nothing can happen. These men kill doctors, medical doctors. They kill teachers. They kill cleaners. They kill CEOs. They kill folks who are working in Shell. They kill those who are doing Forex. They kill children who are doing Bitcoin. They kill you for dressing nice. They kill you for dressing ruggedly. They kill you for speaking Yoruba Igbo. They kill you for speaking too much grammar. They kill you for being educated. They kill you for putting on a certain hairstyle. They kill you for tinting your hair. They kill you for dressing elegantly. They kill you for driving a nice car. They kill you for walking on with your foot. They kill you for even mounting a bike. You are standing on your own, they kill you. You are your own, you kill you. If you are a female, kill. Male, kill. If you are, as long as you are a southerner, death is your portion in the hand of this so-called first man. So what are we saying? What kind of nation are we having? What kind of nation are we having? This is not the time to crack joke. The messiahs you guys created for yourself, can they save you now? The other time I was in Alausa protest ground and some set of young folks came and they came to kneel down and they started speaking in tongue and they started calling Jesus. I was like, what has Jesus got to do with protest? What has Jesus got to do with protest? Do we need to open the book for them and open the book of history for them that Israel did not become a nation amongst their enemy today because they believe in God or they call the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but because they developed ammunition for themselves? Do we need to remind them of the 7-day war between the Palestinians? Do we need to tell them that Israel is the most militarized zone, militarized country in the entire nation, in the entire world today? Every checkpoint is, even their women carry weapons. If they believe so much in the God that you are praying to come and help you in Nigeria, they wouldn't bother to weaponize their nation. You don't mess with them. As a matter of fact, you that worship the God of your ancestors, when you mess with them, they just press a button that they kill you. United States did not become the world power today because they believe in God or they trust in God. They become the world power today because they took their destiny in their hand and they weaponized every knowledge they have. So you came to protest ground to come and be calling Jesus. Some faction were playing Fela. Some were calling Jesus. And the faction of those who were playing Fela were laughing at those who were playing Jesus. That come, Jesus will not help you. It is not Jesus you have to call out. It is Buhari and SARS you have to call out. They were there speaking sporadically in tongue. They knelt down, they stood up. Emotion filled the whole place. Some were even crying. There was one that even fell down. Ó tún ti fẹ́ gbẹ̀mí nìyẹn o. Kíní burúkú má ṣàǹfààní. What happened to you Nigerians? What happened to you Africans? This is a time for you to fight your own war and battle without the interference of the religion of the invaders. Because the moment you allow religion to step into this protest, it's a failure. The moment you allow your religion sense to step into this protest, it's a failure. Because whenever they tell you that, remember there is God, they will disarm you. If you allow religion to step into this protest, you have failed. This is a time to keep your religious bigotry to yourself. If they want to come with force, we go with force. If they want to come with arm, we go with arm. All we need is liberation from this okweru amunisi àwọn Fulani. That's all we need. That's all we need for now. Not all this shekere bobo. What has your shekere bobo done for you? As a nation and as young people, as your shekere bobo and speaking in tongue repair the road for you. Your Shimalakalabada, as he supply electricity for you constantly for 24 hours. No matter how religious you are, as your religiosity, those who call Allah, those who call Jesus, those who call Shango and Ogun, has it ever increased the GDP of this nation? The set of you who are called Muhammad, Danjuma and the rest of them are the ones that are ruling the nation. The set of you who are called Peter, Paul, and the rest are the ones who are ruling the nation. Yet the nation is not getting elsewhere. You guys swear with Bible and Quran because you know you are swearing with lies and you are going there to do lies. Come and swear with Ogun and Shango. You won't, because you know this is the one that will kill you. The youth has been so corroded. Half of them, in fact, more than half of them has been so conquered with this religious mentality. Don't come to protest ground with religious mentality. Come to protest ground because you are socially capable and you are mentally able. Speak with facts. If you are given a microphone to express your mind, speak with facts and figure, make sense with yourself. Do not call God. Do not call your God. Do not bring religious sentiments to protest ground. China did not do it that way. Hong Kong did not do it that way. No nation was ever, even when there is Arab Spring, nobody was shouting Allah. As religious as they are, they only wanted to have freedom from these oppressors. As religious as Egypt were, they weren't shouting Allah. As religious as Libyans are, when they wanted to topple the government of Gaddafi, they weren't shouting Allah. They went for the guns. They weren't prepared. And I would also like to call your notice to, we have to be organized. Some people have to put on bulletproof. Some people have to put on this gas mask. Those are the people that should be in the front. Some people need to be kitted with helmet. They have to be the one in the front. And those without protection, let them be at the back. The number is what they are scared of. However, we need to push forward. When we push forward strategically. Protect yourself while you push forward. These men are ready to kill you. It is those who are alive that enjoy the dividends of this protest. And this is not the time for you to idolize one Sega link. This is not the time for you to listen to Serap. This socioeconomic, whatever. Those ones are thieves. Millions of nairas is missing in international hand. More account for. So they think they can dictate the tune of SARS. Oh. They are SARS on their own. So don't let them fool you. Don't let them deceive you. This is not the time for you to now bow your head to anybody who is saying, I want to be the leader of this movement. And by what they are doing, their disposition, you would have known that these men are not here for you. Those evil, money-mongering human beings. The protest and the revolution will choose a leader of its own. I love what Showore said. He said, even I am not ready to stand up or go to the front as the leader of this protest. Let it just continue for now. Until this government knows that there is no governance. The salary of a senator in this nation is over 20 million naira in a month. Over 20 million, I repeat, over 20 million naira in a month. I would have projected if I was using my OBS. Over 20 million naira in a month. In a month. How much is a teacher earning? How much is a doctor who is working for government hospital earning? Do you know how many billions of naira they have allotted or earmarked to renovate the National Assembly? So why don't we say end National Assembly now? End House of Rep now? End Buhari government now? Let's call for a fresh election this year. We can still have a new election this year. Are you with me? Who says we must wait till 2023 before we have another? We can have a new election now and bring it. 2023 is too far a time for us to live our lives in the hand of these rogues, these men. These men will kill us. And somebody was saying, why do you think they keep borrowing money unnecessarily? Those loans they are borrowing it in such a way that they will use it to forcefully keep Nigerians together. If you say you want to go on your way, who will pay the loans that they are collecting? Who will pay those loans? Whenever Fulanis are there, they take loans sporadically, they take loan without apology, they take loan without emotion, they take loan without conscience, they take loan without, they put us into debt like crazy. Because they know what they are doing. The more loan, the more indebted we are as a whole to another nation, the farther it is for us to get our freedom. Who will pay those loans? It is time to end every unnecessary loans now. It is time to end it. And how can we even end loan when Nigeria, you would rather go and pay tithe and offering than for you to pay tax. So the government you are not paying tax to, you want to hold them responsible for what you are giving to the pastor that doesn't pay tax. I've never seen people as daft as Nigerians, especially those religious ones. You give your hard-earned money, huge amount of it, to a man who by law is not supposed to pay tax, and you owe the one who is supposed to collect tax responsible for what you did not pay him tax to do. Madness. Madness. It's madness. It's just simply madness. And if it is possible, it is time for us to even end religion in Nigeria. Foreign religion in Nigeria is taking us into our ditch hole every second. Foreign religion. They will take budget to the House of Assembly or House of Rep, and they will earmark so much billions of naira to send people to Mecca, take huge amount of our money from Nigeria to Mecca, to the Saudi Arabian government, take huge amount of our money to the Israeli government. Are we owing them some money that we must statutorily paid for that thing and say you are sponsoring our people to Jerusalem pilgrimage and Hajj pilgrimage? For what? What has it benefited Nigeria? Those people you are giving a shakole and tribute to stylishly under the guise of religion, they are growing beyond you. You cannot even stay in their nation beyond the numbers of the duration of your visa. They will jail you, they will kill you at will. What is going on? Nigerians need to come to the realization that nobody will take care of this situation except us. Nobody. Somebody is saying, great man, tell me, sir, who are we putting there? I don't know who we are putting there. I really don't know who we are putting there. But I sure do know we have people with brain in this nation. You people can put me there. You know me and me, you can put me there. Sarah Idowu is saying, the youth must stop going to church and Muslim if we want Nigeria to develop, because they need to use brain to be creative. Churches and mosque rather should be for elderly people to go. At least it's a way to prepare for their afterlife. Tim Ajek is saying, persistent social issue that so-called influential people will rather ignore, but for decades will give you imaginary tales and fantasy. Saying that great man has been telling you the truth. The things we took granted, believe strongly, are the things that have been setting us back. Thank you very much for your comment. lè torí àwíjàre kí tán tán lẹ́nu kẹ́. Somebody was telling me, I wonder why your kind of platform is not popular and there is no crowd rather in your. And I said, òótọ́ dọ́jà òkúta. Òótọ́ dọ́jà òkúta. Now, Bukilicious is saying, irú question pònú wo nìyẹn? Who are we putting there, báwo? I volunteer, put me there. Ẹ̀yin fèmí síbẹ̀. Ẹ máa rò pé Kìgámè ló jọba lórí yín ni. Ẹ máa mú number within 1 year. Because most of your parents will go to jail. Hello? Most of your parents will go to jail. So many of your unnecessary institutions will be shut down. People will be going to jail as if they are going on holiday. It will be as if they are going for Dubai trip. Because average Nigerian is a criminal. Because the first thing we need to tackle is to make the son of nobody be recognized as somebody in this nation. Where nepotism is not a prerequisite for your success. Everybody get what they have to get by merit. Someone says, sir, taxes are for public funding. Africans shouldn't be made to pay taxes for the politicians to enrich themselves more, as the ordinary citizen are made poorer by the taxes they don't see the fruit. Yeah, you are right. But what you are saying is that at least when you pay taxes, you'll be able to demand for good governance. How can we say the government should not borrow money when we are not paying taxes? Whereas we pay tithe. Whereas we pay tithe. And in a nation like this, those who earn more should pay more. However, it is those who earn less that pay more. In a nation like this, it shouldn't be so. This is a pertinent issue that we need to address. We should bring up our children in a way that they understand that paying tax is more honorable than paying tithe. And how can we encourage them to do so? By making sure that the taxes are going to the designated destination. Tim Ajek is saying, Mark, I hope you are not trolling. How do you raise money for operational costs and wages? Forget capital investment. I don't know how that is going. I don't know what that conversation is all about. So we need to bring ourselves to the table. And this is high time we need to know the set of people we can follow. Those who have brains, those who have the genuine love of the masses at heart, and those who can represent us with their intellectual capacity and tenacity. Not those ones who just want to clout and chase fame and all that. Not those ones. Not those who will do anything to just earn on YouTube and get some money on the internet. Unfortunately, you love those kind of people. You love those kind of people. All right, so I think we should bring the program to a close now. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family. And invite more people to the platform also. Remember that on this platform, we don't earn on YouTube. We don't earn on YouTube. We just broadcast like that. And we need your support to be able to hold investigative program on this channel. Your support to be able to hold investigate. Somebody sent me a video of a certain what's the name of a certain pastor who was scraping the pubic hair of his church member, and said I should post it online and talk about it. A lot of people sent it to me, and I said, come, you must understand the difference between doing something for the generations unborn and chasing clout to just earn money on YouTube for now. And I said, I doubt if this is the real stuff and I think it's a skit. Within few seconds, the person came back to me to tell me that, yeah, I realized that it's a skit. However, your favorite blogger, your favorite reformer has posted it, posting that this is a real event. Be wary of such men. They just want to drive your emotion crazy at all costs so that they can stay relevant. Everything we bring on this platform has been investigated. And that's why it takes me time to come on live video. I don't come on live video every single day. I come on live video having made my investigation and knowing exactly what I want to come and say. Because I don't intend to blackmail anybody, mess anybody's name, create propaganda, or chase a cloud. We want to speak to Nigerians the truth and help them to also reason and think analytically. Uh, Thank you for joining us today. Somebody is saying we need more courageous people like Great Man, Nnamdi Kanu, and other like-minded folks so we can effect real change. Um, Thank you for the comment. All right, so you have a token or two to put on this platform for the support. We say you can put it on this particular detail that is showing right now. We are not in the studio for us to broadcast professionally, but we hope this we also do. The question is: the messiahs you created for yourself, where are they now? Those those men you can kill your fellow brothers for, where are they now? Are they helping you? Are they in the forefront? I remember those times during the Jota protest when Tunde Bakari and the host of them were saying that fuel hike and all that. The moment they gave them promises of political appointment, did you see them anymore? Your parent failed you. Do not fail yourself. Thank you very much now, and do have a wonderful time. Till the next time we see again, probably on Thursday, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, West African time. Stay blessed and go out there to protest. Let your voice be known. Crowd is their fear. Number is their intimidation. The more, the merrier. The more we are, the farther we go. Thank you very much, and do remember to share this with your friends and family. Bye for now.